What's up guys, welcome back to another video here on my channel, and in today's video we're going to talk about the misunderstood part of social media. Because most people misunderstand social media completely. They think social media is about getting comments and getting views and getting followers and going viral with one lucky video, and that's why they struggle to take it so seriously. Because if the game is childish and they think that's the game, it feels like something influencers care about, right? Doing dances on TikTok like Charlie and Addison Rae and getting views and followers, and yes, you can make a lot of money with it, but for most founders and most business owners, this is not the way you should be doing it, because it's not for serious founders if we treat social media this way. The smartest founders I know don't use social media just to get views, right? They use it to create leverage within their business, within their personal life, within their financial life, because when used correctly, social media does something extremely powerful. It turns attention into trust, and trust into very large clients, meaning we will make a lot of money by doing so. I have seen founders and actual clients of me make $100,000 ever since we launched this offer with personal branding, collect $136,000 in 30 days, collect $85,000 in 30 days, collect $81,000 in 30 days, and collect $85,000 in 30 days without spending a single dollar on paid ads, all because we know how to leverage social media to build that trust and to generate very large clients. Now, from people who originally discovered them through content, that's the people that paid these insane money, right? People that watched their videos, started following my clients, and then decided they wanted to buy. And not because we had a couple lucky viral videos, but because their content is building authority at scale. And that is what we need to focus on when building this personal brand and when creating this personal brand. And today I just want to explain exactly how that works, right? How the real attention of likes, comments, notifications, shares, followers, and reach actually convert into money for your business, right? And attention, of course, is the first step. We need this attention in order to actually get people interested, but not by doing it the original way that most people are doing it. Because let's start out with the obvious. You cannot build a serious business if nobody knows that you exist. For years, businesses solved this through, for example, paid advertisement or PR and being promoted in magazines or going to conferences or speaking on stage or having referrals from the clients that they were already working with. And yes, those still work, but today something has changed drastically, because you can create attention directly without speaking on stage, without advertising, without going on PR and being in magazines, without going to conferences. You can do it with a camera, a good team, and clear thinking and consistency within the output that you have on social media. But attention alone is worthless. Like, with a bunch of views, you're technically not gonna make money if you don't know how to convert these viewers, right? Because there are millions of people with attention who make no money, absolutely $0, which is why the next steps matter much more. Because attention is not the goal that you should be aiming for as the founder or business owner. The goal is not attention, the goal is creating authority, because attention says people know who you are, but they don't want to give you their money, and authority says people trust what you say and therefore they want to work with you, be a part of your network, or become a client. And that is a huge difference between those two things. Because if you think that authority is built by posting dancing videos, you're simply not true. Authority is built when you show how you think, when you show your experience, and when you show proof of the results that you can get for yourself as well as other people. And over time, people start associating you with a specific outcome. For me, for example, and my offer is, if I work with Kier, the specific outcome would be more ideal client profile followers that I can sell my product or service to by utilizing his organic marketing strategies. For example, when someone thinks about a specific problem in their business, your name should come to mind automatically. And that's the authority that you can build by leveraging your personal brand. And authority dramatically changes how clients approach you, because this is how we build this trust at scale and how you can actually convert all these clients for your product or service. Because the most fascinating thing about social media is it allows people to build trust with you before they ever even speak with you. Think about how many times someone might see you online before they actually reach out to you. Think about the carousels they have watched, or the reels that they have watched on your profile, or the stories that they have been checking every single day. Or maybe they even watch every single long form video that you're posting on your YouTube channel, and you don't even realize it, but they have been studying you, your philosophy, your process, your expertise, and by the time they finally send you a message, as you can see here, this is a real-time example of last Monday. Someone came in, he booked a call in for Wednesday. The call, we confirmed it 6 p.m. on Wednesday, he was ready, he hopped on the call, and what happened, he was there, it only took me 25 minutes, and I closed him for $3,500. And that is the power of social media, because they already believe that you can help them with the problem that they have, which means that the sales process becomes completely different. You don't have to convince them for another hour. You don't have to speak about their pain points and their problems and like, oh bro, what is it that I can help you with? And this will be the next big step in your life. Like, I don't speak about any of these things on my sales call. I don't have to convince anymore to trust me, because you're simply confirming whether the partnership makes sense, and that's all I do on my sales call. And that is the power of content-driven authority and the power of social media. Now, the social media funnel is a bit more complex, and if you don't understand this, and I highly recommend you pay attention right now, because you need to understand this in order to actually build an organic marketing strategy for your personal brand that works, right? Because usually founders think that they just need funnels like landing pages and ad campaigns or email sequences in order to get more clients into their company. But social media creates a different type of funnel, because it looks like this, and let me break it down for you. First things first, we have top of the funnel content, middle of the funnel content, and bottom of the funnel content. Top of the funnel content is usually where we generate all the attention with. It's the videos that we make in order to go viral. Think about lifestyle videos, think about raw talking videos, about brain rot content within your niche. Then we have the middle of the funnel content, and this is the type of content where you want to build a connection with your audience. You want to have more informational carousels or aesthetic carousels or iPad videos with the Miro board, for example, where you can share your value, or authority building talking heads where you can talk about your story, the things that you have been through, the frameworks that you use, the infrastructure that you have, the way you do and run your company. That is what builds the trust. And then the bottom of the funnel content can be, for example, podcast settings, the story sequences where we actually convert the attention from a viewer into a DM inside your inbox, and testimonials with clients is, for example, what I like to implement for the bottom of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, and the top of the funnel content, right? Now, this is the whole flow from left to right. You post content, people hop on your profile, they may follow you, they watch your stories, they send you a DM, they book in a call with you, and then they become a client within 20 minutes after joining the call. Now, this whole mechanism is what builds the trust, and the trust is the most important part here, especially when doing organic marketing. Inside organic marketing, you cannot be asking your audience for anything. All you need to focus on is giving as much value as possible, showing as many results as possible, and showing that you are the best option within the market that they can go for in order to get the goal that they want to achieve, right? Now, this is the whole mechanism and what it looks like as soon as people hop on your stories. They see your results, you follow them to your long form videos, maybe they come back to your results on the stories, they can see the clients that you work with, they come onto a DM, this was December 7th by the way, they book a call on December 9th, and then on December 11th, they pay $4,500 for your product or service. Eventually, they send a message, and by the time they get on the call, the relationship is already warm, and you don't have to do anything anymore in order to convince them, because social media already did that job for you, right? And that is where social media quietly turns attention into serious buyers for your company. High-ticket clients respond to this. Some founders think that high-level clients don't spend time on social media, and that is simply not true, because high-level operators are constantly learning. They're constantly studying the strategies that they can implement, the operators within the market that they're in, the founders that are competing with them, and what the markets are doing and what new things are within the market that we're working in. Think about AI implementations, think about team implementations, think about marketing strategies that they haven't utilized for their company yet that they should be utilizing. And they don't follow the entertainers, they follow the thinkers out there within their niche. People who communicate ideas clearly, people who explain how they see the world, and people who constantly demonstrate their expertise. And when your content operates at that level, you attract a completely different type of audience. Not just random viewers, but serious operators that actually want to pay you serious money. And at the end of the day, who doesn't want to make as much money as possible by utilizing social media the right way? I don't know. I want to make a lot of money with social media, trust me. And then we have one of our clients here as an example, Ruben Onua. One of the clearest examples of this is Ruben Onua. Ruben Onua is a Dutch entrepreneur and co-founder of the menswear brand Icon Amsterdam. He is known for building the brand through e-commerce and sharing content about entrepreneurship and lifestyle on social media. The company Icon Amsterdam does over $30 million a year in revenue. And when we started working together, Ruben only had 40,000 followers. But over the next 2 years, his audience grew to over 528,000 followers. And that is the power of social media when done the right way. And if you don't believe me, let's go into a few of my results. As you can see here, September 25th, 2024, he had about 60,000 followers. We already grew him to 127,000 followers. The first video I ever made for him did 1 million views. We did this by implementing the right onboarding framework that actually get us to know the client. We know everything about him, his personal story, what he is doing, his life, and the things that he has been through. By utilizing that and integrating that with the tracking sheet, we know exactly what videos are working and what videos are not working, working and how can we double down on the right things. With weekly meetings, we make sure that the content is being planned and that our brains are synchronized on the personal branding strategy that we want to implement. Now that we have everything down, we implement the planning into our system, ensuring every video will be done on time and ready to post on time. And this way we maintain a consistent posting schedule. Now that is what will make the difference between 80,000 viewer videos and 7.4 million view videos. And that's what will make the difference between inconsistent results and back-to-back millions of views every single time and growing his page even further. Now, if we look at this, we posted a highlight and a video on my YouTube channel where you can see exactly what the strategy is that we implemented for Ruben and how we got results like 5.4 million views, another 1 million views, or here back-to-back 7.1, 9.5, 2.8, 2.3, 2.7, 1.7 and 1 million views back to back, guys. In literally like, bro, this is in 9 videos and then 7 out of 9 videos had crazy results. Then he sent us a message, grew 160,000 followers in 1 year, absolutely insane. And as you can see here right now, he has 538,000 followers on his Instagram page. And we started in 2024, it's 2026 right now, so absolutely insane growth. But the important part wasn't just the follower growth, as you might think, it was the positioning. Instead of posting random content, Ruben used social media to share his thinking, lessons from business and insights into entrepreneurship. He positioned himself as a thoughtful leader in the space. As that authority grew, opportunities started multiplying. Think about new partnerships, new relationships, new business ventures. And one of these new business ventures actually was Millionaire Commerce. Through that company, they have helped scale their clients to over $100 million in combined revenue. As you can see here, $100 million revenue generated in over 300 people that they onboarded. Absolutely insane results, insane business model, and crazy that this has all been through the power of social media and organic marketing. That is the real leverage that we're looking to create for the business owners and the founders that we are working with. Because authority that compounds into new business opportunities are usually the best things that can happen. But this is why most founders miss this whole point of social media, because they dismiss social media for 2 reasons. First, they associate it with bad content, which makes sense, but there's a lot of bad ad creatives out there, but you still spend your money on paid ads. And secondly, they assume it requires too much time. But in reality is this: strategic content doesn't require constant posting, it requires clear thinking and actually having a team that can do all the work for you. You don't need to entertain people, you simply need to focus on explaining your ideas, sharing your experience and communicating your philosophy. And over time, that becomes a body of work. And that body of work becomes your reputation online. And here's the deeper point: the better your reputation online, the easier it will be for you to close clients, right? So social media allows you to build authority once and distribute it like forever. One video can attract a client, attract partners and attract talent, and you don't know who's watching. You only know what the right people eventually see, and when they do, the relationship starts with trust. And that is the leverage that you want to create, and that is what you need to do in order to scale your personal brand, monetize it as a founder, and make sure that many doors open for you within the industry that you are working in. That is the power that we like to achieve with our clients. Not just getting views, not just getting followers, not just getting comments, but actually growing and building a personal brand that opens many doors for them, generates more revenue, opens many partnerships for them, and attracts investors into their company. And that is the power of social media, and that is what a lot of founders actually don't understand. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one, and without further ado, peace out.